Hello guys, welcome again to another episode of Pinoy in Australia. Today what we have is I'm going to show you how to replace the terminal socket of ignition coil pack of Toyota Kluger. This Toyota Kluger is already 14 years old, so the socket is being exposed to hot and cold temperature in the engine bay. So what happened is the plastic become brittle. So join me guys how to replace this one, and I hope this video will become helpful to you in the future. Okay guys, let's do it guys. Okay guys, the next thing that I'm going to do guys is I'm going to replace the socket of the ignition coil. So what's the reason why I'm going to replace it? Because the lock of this socket is already broken. So there is a missing part here, like this. That's the one missing on those two sockets. So previously I replaced the ignition coil of this vehicle. So as you can see, this one is different from the rest of the ignition coil. So this is new one. So I swapped it before, and I did it because I would like to confirm whether the ignition coil is faulty. So right now I need to replace this one. I already have the parts guys, so then how to replace this one. Okay guys, I got two new socket here guys. So what I'm going to do guys is the socket is come along with the short wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this wire. I'm going to use the old one. So I'm going to remove the clip, the terminal, and there is some kind of block there that I need to remove. So in order to remove this one is placed in here. We need to remove this. You need to remove this one. So if you're going to do this kind of work, you need to pull this one out. Then there's some kind of lock in there that you need to poke with a pick, so you can remove the terminal. Okay guys, I have the brand new parts here guys. So this is one of the sample of the socket of the ignition coil. So I have managed to remove some of the wire, and I'm going to show you how to remove it. Okay guys, so first we need to remove the white portion of the socket of that thing of the socket here. You need to remove that one. So once you remove that one guys, all you need to do to separate this from this socket, just need to use a pick to pull this one out. See, you need to just pick this one to pull out. You just need to use pick to pull this one out from the socket. So after that, what you need next to do is you need to use this small screwdriver, and there's some kind of blocking mechanism there. Then you need to lift that locking mechanism, then you can pull the terminal. Okay, now that's how you remove it guys. Same thing with the one mounted on the vehicle. Everything's very brittle, guys. I can see the guys. Everything got snapped when I pull it. See? It's like a pork crackling. That is the problem of this uh, socket. Okay, guys, we just replaced the socket of the injector, no, not injector, ignition coil of this engine. So, as you can see, everything is very brittle on this one. Very brittle, guys, see? It's like a pork crackling. See, it fell out. So, everything is very brittle on this one. Because of the exposure of the parts, so hot and cold, it become brittle. So this vehicle is 2006. It's already 16 years. So what do we expect on those parts? Everything is brittle, even those insulator, guys. See, they become brittle. That's why when I do electrical troubleshooting on the vehicle, if there's a fault code, for example, oxygen sensor or injector, what I first recommend to the customer is replace the parts, and the last thing to touch is the wiring harness, because I'm telling them that the quality of the insulator sockets are no longer good. So to avoid those kind of damage, I'm telling the customer, let's replace first the components, because usually it's the parts that first fail, because those parts are not meant to be working forever. So there is a lifespan on those components. So replace first the component before we dig up in much further investigation, if ever problem is not fixed once we replace the component. So just playing safe, guys, because just imagine if you broke one of these and you cannot purchase this kind of socket in the auto shop. It will give you much trouble, lots of trouble, guys. This one, I ordered this socket online. It takes me around, I think, more than a week before to have this parts. So the delivery is it takes time to get the parts, guys. Okay, guys, this is the conclusion of this repair of socket of ignition coil pack. So as I show you guys, the socket is really brittle. It become like a pork crackling. So if you're a mechanic, guys, I'm sure you already encountered this kind of problem. Some of you may encounter it in the future, especially if you're working on vehicle which is 10 years old and above, because those sockets are made of plastic, and once they exposed to hot and cold, they become brittle. So be prepared, guys, and I suggest, guys, you better order some parts and put in your toolbox, so if ever you encounter this kind of problem, you have some part to replace those components, those sockets. So not only the socket that become brittle, guys, also those insulation of the harness, those conjugated insulation, once they reach around 10 years old and above, once you touch them, they deteriorate. So guys, be careful when it comes to touching those plastic component. So guys, I hope this video help you guys, also help you in the future, guys. So if you like this video, guys, please press that subscribe button. Please press that notification bell, so you will be notified every time I do a video, and please press the like button. Okay, guys, see you in the future video. Ciao, bye bye.